I'm a huge fan of horror movies and games, and had this game referred to me by my cousin and uncle. They previously had played the game multiple times and enjoyed it. At first glance, this game looked good. The gameplay is in the style of a 3D side-scroller. It is considered a horror game, and even though it has its jump scare moments, whether you're hiding or running, it really didn't seem to faze someone like me. I've played the scariest before, and I'm not saying that it wouldn't scare the average player, but I'm kinda ruined when it comes to that. All the horror games I've played, it's gotta be absolutely horrifying to make me jump. Anyways, you play as Mono, and quite early on you free a girl named Six. Six becomes your sidekick for the rest of the game. She is being held captive by a masked man with a shotgun. One of the biggest things for me in a game is how long does it take to get started. Little Nightmares 2 doesn't waste any time getting into the action. Each section of the game you are dealing with someone or something. The masked shotgun man is only the start. You eventually end up in a school with a teacher that can extend her neck to great lengths. Not only is she a problem, but so are her students. From there you enter the hospital, where you deal with mannequin-like patients and the doctor. The doctor can climb on the ceilings, but eventually ends up roasting in the incinerator. The main villain of the game is the spectral Thin Man. The Thin Man emerges from a TV and captures Six, leaving you to rescue her. Eventually, you have your showdown with the Thin Man and defeat him using powers similar to his. Once you meet back up with Six, she has turned into a creepy giant. Six becomes very disturbed when you damage the music box that she protects. After completely destroying the music box, Six returns to her normal form. Once reaching the end of the game, Mono and Six must escape the giant jello-like flesh and eyes. One final jump is to be made and Six will catch you by the hand in midair, but after an eye-to-eye encounter, she drops Mono to live forever with the flesh below. We then see Mono sitting in a chair as time goes by. Days, months, years. Mono over time takes the form of the Thin Man. This reveals that Mono becomes the actual Thin Man. Roll the credits. Now, if you collect all glitching remains, you will be treated to a small after-credits ending. You see Six, who has just escaped through the TV with a growling, hungry stomach, setting up the events of the first game, The Little Nightmares. So it turns out that Little Nightmares 2 seems to be a prequel to the first game that released in 2017. Six is the main character in the first title, and the special ending of the second game sets up the first game where Six deals with hunger. Overall, I enjoyed the game and played through it in one whole sitting. Time flew by as I progressed through the game because I had fun. At first, I would get frustrated by how the game would slow down when you're being chased, but then I realized it's called Little Nightmares. Have you ever been chased in a dream? In all the dreams that I'm being chased, I'm moving at the speed of a snail. Little Nightmares 2 wants you to feel like you are indeed in a nightmare. At one point in the game, you can get stuck looping through doors. You go through one and come out the other across the hall. The way to know the proper path is to listen to the music. Whichever door you can hear the music the loudest, that's the way to go. I like that. It actually reminded me of the Lost Woods in The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Overall, I recommend this game to all gamers. It has an atmosphere of its own, and it does it well. Across the board, Little Nightmares 2 has positive ratings, receiving a 9.25 out of 10 from Game Informer and an 82 out of 100 on Metacritic.